Guys, Rock Brown coming back with another blog today. Sorry I missed y'all for a couple days, but I was just moving and shaking or whatever. But welcome back to the Rock Brown TV blog. Today is a pretty serious topic. I'm at work too, so they loud and all that. But it's a pretty serious topic, man. I don't really like to comment on race much. I know we're in trying times right now, so it's pretty delicate, man. And I recognize that there's a race problem, but I don't like to use that as a crutch. All it means to me being black, it means just working harder, working smarter, and giving something that nobody can deny. If I'm going to work hard to get on top, you can't deny that I worked hard to get where I'm at. You know what I mean? So, and it ain't about being black, it ain't about being white, but it's about working harder. And we all know that we have a little bit harder to work for the fact of our skin color and our culture and all that. But and I give y'all my life, man. That's what I like to talk about. Things that I encounter and things that me and a few other people talk about, things of that nature. So today it's about black kids, white kids, Mexican kids, Asian kids, things like that. And how at an early age, and you're not taught this, but at an early age, kids see the differences in the color and the culture and the way of living. And for some reason, they notice that difference and they act a certain way towards you. Now, this is something that's early. Early is 2 or 3 years old, which 5, 6, 7, which sucks to me because now you have to be proactive in teaching your kids that just because you're a different color doesn't mean that you're supposed to downplay somebody or you're supposed to treat them wrong or different. My son, he just turned 3, recently got into a little altercation, and it sucks, but he hit this kid in the eye. And the kid was about 5 or 6 years old. And the reason being, the little kid was trying to take his bike. Now, where we stay, the kids aren't too nice because if you all know my son, he's tall and he's pretty big for his age, and he's pretty smart for his age. I mean, he's 3 years old, but most people see him, they think he's 4 or 5 years old. So, he's smart for his age, but he still acts like a 3-year-old. And I don't think these kids understand that. So they expect him to understand what they're doing. You know what I mean? And I think because of that reason, they treat him differently and they treat him wrong. They don't want to play with him and things like that, and they treat him bad. And was another kid that cursed my son out and tried to spit on him, and I'm wondering to myself, and these are white and Mexican kids. They're not black because the black kids come around and they treat them a little different as well. Now, don't get me wrong, there is another kid, he's white in the neighborhood, and he treats them pretty good, man. He understands. But he's also like 8 or 9 years old, but he's very cultivating to his style of learning right now, because he's younger. But, it makes me angry kind of inside because these kids are so young, and because of this color barrier, they're already, and I don't know if it's instinctively treating them different because of the color. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, it could be the fact that he's just younger. I don't know. You know what I mean? But it just seems like my son is basically the only black one that hangs around often, and he's always in the altercation with the kids, and I don't understand, why that is. And these kids are young, and so, I really want you all to teach your kids at an early age, 1, 2, 3 years old, because some people say, man, he's too young to learn. But if you continually put something in somebody's face, put it in their grasp, it'll become second nature to them. So, they'll know it, they'll learn it easier, And so teach your kids, man, that just because you're a different color doesn't mean that it's wrong to be that. teach them everybody's equal, man. And it makes me angry, and chime in if y'all feel that way. I mean, do you think that these kids are really um do they really know that, hey, he's a different color, he's black, he's white, he's Mexican, he's Asian, you know they're not like me, so I don't want to hang out with them. Like, do you think that's an ordeal, or do you think that's within the parents? Are the parents just not teaching them that, but kind of subconsciously putting that in their faces? Man, we're Mexican, and it's good to have pride in your culture. It's great, because I'm proud to be black. You know what I mean? And I yell it. You know what I mean? And I can't hide it anyway. You know what I mean? But teach you about your history and all that, but also teach about the equality, because America is supposed to be the land of the free. Of course, we're supposed to be, but we all, that's a different conversation. But it just kind of just made me boil inside, man, that my son is getting treated differently because of his color, or because he's younger but looks older. It could be one of the two. I'm kind of leaning toward color barrier, you know what I mean? Because he seems to be the only black kid that always gets pushed in this position, and now he's getting into fights over it, and he's only 3 years old. This is crazy. So, man, chime in. Let me know what y'all feel about that, man. Are these kids knowing that, because they're different color, treat them different? Let me know, man. One time for your mind, two times for the streets. Walk around.